Hi buddy, many stocks has been fallen in the last 2 weeks, including Alibaba stock. So will Alibaba stock continue to fall, and what will happen next? In this video, you will discover number 1, why Alibaba stock price dropped. Number 2, Alibaba recent updates. Number 3, will Alibaba stock continue to drop? And number 4, is Alibaba stock a buy right now, and what is a good price to buy? And lastly, how to be financially free. So why Alibaba stock price actually dropped? And the fact is that there are no reasons that Alibaba stock price actually dropped, or I can say that there are no logical or no news to support the drop itself. And this may be an opportunity for us. However, if you really want me to find out the reasons that Alibaba stock price dropped, I've done a thorough research and I found some not so supportive reasons that may cause Alibaba stock price to drop. Firstly, Nasdaq index have dropped around 10% for the last 1 month, and this may cause Alibaba stocks to drop as well, maybe. Moreover, on March 8th, Chinese tech stocks sell off hard as Beijing pull away punch. The Hang Seng Tech Index plunged 6.4% on Monday itself, and then it consists of the 30 biggest tech stocks in Hong Kong, such as Alibaba, JD, and etc. So this might be the reason that Alibaba stock price dropped. Moreover, on March 4th, China has given away millions in its digital yuan trials. So is this digital yuan designed to compete with the tech giants? In some regards, it's designed to increase competition with Alipay and WeChat Pay, but not totally replace them at all. Basically, there are no real reasons that Alibaba stock price dropped for the last 1 month. In my opinion, it is just typical market sentiment. Or maybe did I miss out anything? Do comment down below to share with me why do you think Alibaba stock price have dropped for the last 1 month. Do comment down below. So number 2, let me share with you some recent updates regarding Alibaba. On the 2nd of March, Ant Group tells its staff that it hopes to resume IPO as Beijing finalized new rules for the digital lenders. Jing also told staff that Ant would eventually go public, go IPO, signaling management's confidence in resuming the listing itself. This is a process. Once the problem is solved, it will go back on track to continue being considered according to the law. And this is said by Yi Gang, the central bank governor of China. The central bank governor also mentioned, you just follow the standard of legal structure and you will have the result. Personally, I'm looking forward for Ant Group IPO. On 2nd March itself, Ant Group internally stops share buyback program for current and departing employees. This is due to the uncertainty over how they actually value the company. This may not be a positive news for current employees of Ant Group, but this is definitely a positive news for us Alibaba shareholders, because we do not want Ant Group to overvalue their company and overpay their current employees. So will Alibaba stock continue to drop? Let us go to the price chart. Based on price chart, I have drawn this thick blue line which shows the support of Alibaba stocks. As you can see, this is a very strong support. Whenever the price hit this blue line, it will bounce up. Hit this blue line, it will bounce up. So you can see the number of times it bounced up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and this is the 10th time. So in my opinion, when a price hit this blue line, it most probably will go up. However, do take note that if the price did not bounce up from here and instead the price break through this strong support, the price may drop down even further. Therefore, in the last few videos, I did mention that if Alibaba stock price actually dropped to 230, I may consider adding on even more shares. So is Alibaba stock a buy right now? And at what price should we buy? Based on this article on 2nd March, it mentioned the 6 reasons Alibaba is set to soar and right now is too cheap to ignore. It mentioned the rising interest rates have caused a modest dip in stocks and a pullback in tech stocks. And Alibaba represents one of the highest quality hyper-growth blue chips you can buy today. It began the tech pullback highly undervalued and is now 42% undervalued. It also mentioned that Alibaba is a speculative stock right now, and this is something I totally disagree. Therefore, I cancel it. Because Alibaba has a very strong cash flow, has a very high growth rate in terms of revenue growth, and also it has a very low debt to equity ratio. All this shows that Alibaba is a strong and solid business to invest into it. When management updated analysts on regulatory risk, the long-term growth consensus from all 59 analysts went up from 22% to 26% CAGR, and the growth outlook has improved tremendously. Yet Baba is now trading at some of the lowest valuation in its history, resulting in 27% CAGR consensus return potential through 2027, which I personally think is a huge opportunity right now. And based on forecasts, Alibaba Group is to hit 28 billion in sales in this coming quarter. The highest sales estimate is 28.98 billion and the lowest is 27.41 billion. For your reference, Alibaba Group reported sales of 16.14 billion in the same quarter last year, which indicates a positive year-over-year growth rate of 74%. Do take note the next earning result is on Friday, May 28th. Baba has been the topic of several recent analyst reports. Mercury upped their price target from 387 to 395. KeyCorp lowered their target price from 355 to 315. Raymond James boosted their target price from 330 to 350. Mizuho boosted their target price from 270 to 285. Basically, the stock presently has an average rating of buy and an average target price of 321.55. Based on this article on 8th March, Alibaba Group holding enters oversold territory. Legendary investor Warren Buffett advises to be fearful when others are greedy and be greedy when others are fearful. And based on this article, we can try to measure the level of fear in a given stock through this Relative Strength Index indicator. In short, we call it RSI. A stock is considered to be oversold if the RSI reading falls below 30. And the good news is, in trading on Monday, Alibaba entered into oversold territory, hitting an RSI reading of 29.5 when the share price is $226.71. For your information, this is an example of RSI indicator. Above 70% shows that it is overbought. Below 30% shows that the stock is oversold. So it's a good time to buy. However, do take note that I personally do not use RSI as an indicator. I'm sharing this for your reference. Based on valuation, Alibaba current P ratio is around 25.5, which is considered low compared with the 5 years average. In my 18th January video, I did mention that my entry price for Alibaba is 258, which means if the stock price of Alibaba dropped below 258, it is considered undervalued in my opinion, and I may consider to buy anytime. So in this case, my entry price is 258 and the current stock price is 243. Therefore, in my opinion, any price that is below 258 as of today is a good buy. And in my 5th March video, I did mention that the price is near resistance level, therefore I will not buy. And I will only buy if the stock price drop around 230 because it is at a very strong support line. Therefore, I have set a limit order to buy Alibaba at a price of 230. And as of 8 March, I realized that the price have broke through 230th. Therefore, I log into my account and take a look. And in my account, I realized that my order was filled on 5th of March, which means I have just added more Alibaba shares again. Disclosure here that I do own Alibaba shares and this is it. At the same time, I do take a look at the intrinsic value of Alibaba based on other websites. So, based on Morningstar, the intrinsic value is 303, which is at a 25 discount as of the time of this recording. And based on Guru Focus, the intrinsic value of Alibaba is 333, which means the current stock price is significantly undervalued based on Guru Focus. And based on Simply Wall Street, the intrinsic value is 258, which is 8.7% undervalued as of the time of this recording. Next, you must be asking, is it risky to invest in Alibaba, or is it risky to invest in Alibaba right now or even later? And I have to say that risk comes from not knowing what you are doing, mentioned by Warren Buffett himself. Let me give you an example. Scenario A is a children with no driving license, not educated in driving yet. And yet, scenario B, an adult with a driving license and are educated in driving. Which scenario are more prone to action, are more risky? Definitely you know the answer. Scenario A definitely has a very high risk of getting into accident. What about scenario B? Scenario B has risk getting into accident as well. However, the risk is very minimal, very low, because scenario B is an adult and this adult knows what she is doing. Moreover, this adult is educated in driving. Let us go back to the stock market. Scenario A are people who are not educated in stock investing yet. And scenario B are people who knows how to evaluate business and evaluate the intrinsic value of a stock. Which group of people has more risk when they start to invest in the stock market? Definitely you know the answer. Scenario A have very high risk because these are people who are not sure what they are doing as they are not educated in stock investing yet. At the same time, this group of people, I'm not saying that they have no risk, but the risk is very minimal because they know what they are doing and there's very high probability they are making money in the stock market in the long run. And the only difference is education, and I always believe that education can change lives. Through education, we can reduce our risk tremendously, and there's a high chance that we are able to profit consistently from the stock market in the long run. So, how can you be financially free? Throughout the years, many reporters and many medias has been asking me, Glenn, how can we be financially free? After so many years, my answer will still be the same, which is be educated. Because there are many people out there who buy stocks based on rumors, based on tips, without even knowing what they are buying. And in my opinion, that's gambling and they are not investing at all. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you benefit from this sharing. Do comment down below to share with us whether you do agree that education can really change lives. Do subscribe to this channel so that I'm able to share more valuable content with you and we can profit from the stock market as a community. Do watch this video to discover the proven formula of what you can do during the next stock market crash so that you can profit massively from it. I will see you there.